It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans, tonight it's the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Chicago Bulls. The opening tip to the home side. Pelicans with it first in New Orleans. To Davis. Nice pass to get things going.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Number 23, Anthony Davis.
To Zach LaVine. Count the basket at the rim.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Holiday to Davis.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
New Orleans has it. Payton to Davis. Easy path to the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The assist from number 23, Anthony Davis.
To Wendell Carter. And he finishes at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Holiday controls the basketball. Down 2. Rebound taken in by Chicago. Fires the 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Payton with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
From long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. Payton into the front court. Down just a couple. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Holiday to Julius Randle. To Holiday. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Holiday. Off the mark. To Wendell Carter. Has a look. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Anthony Davis. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Payton with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Curling inside. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Hayden on the drive, but it won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup there.
Knocked loose. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. Short jumper off the mark. To Porter. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. Randall to Davis. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Porter. The pass set it all up.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Payton. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Lets it fly from long range. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Holiday to Payton. Not that time. Here's a chance from long range, and he hits.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Payton into the front court, trailing by 10. Knocked loose. It's theirs now. For 3, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Holiday. To Rodney Hood.
Hey, watch this screen left.
And the slam. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one goes down.
Way to hit.
Hits a second. One more coming.
Oh, I see you've been working out, huh?
Hits all 3 free throws. New Orleans will take it up.
Pick him up.
Holiday to Rodney Hood. 5 seconds to shoot. Doesn't have the touch. No good. And 2 points to the board.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
To Rodney Hood. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. That's out of bounds off a Bull. New blood coming in for both sides. Good look that time, but off the mark. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. Chicago possession. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Fires the 3. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Payton with the basketball. Trailing by 15. Johnson. Robin Lopez. Tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Beyond the arc for 3. Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, emphatic slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Here comes the screen. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. 4-3. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Knocked loose. Has a chance. Count the basket.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Buries it.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To Payton. Won't go. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Bulls with the rock. Going to launch beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
Payton into the front court. Down a bundle. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended. Payton with the basketball. His guys down big. To Rodney Hood. Payton. To Stanley Johnson from long range. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for New Orleans, number 8, Jalil.
To Chris Dunn. Porter. His first effort off the mark. Jason Smith with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Payton to Stanley Johnson. To Payton. Has a look. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lets it fly from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Number 6. That's his second personal foul.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
That's the first foul in the last 2.
Come on, y'all, let's go get it. Come on.
Substitutions, New Orleans. Substitutions, Chicago.
Holiday to Payton. Down the lane to lay it in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
You try yourself. Take care of the ball.
Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend. To Holiday.
I got him. Let's go.
Passed it off. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
2 for 2 on that trip. Jay, 27 wins a year ago for the Bulls. What can this team be?
They have the potential to be a playoff team, but in order for that to happen, a lot of guys need to take that major next step in their careers. Lauri Markkanen needs to step up. Chris Dunn, his backup role. What position will he play at the PG spot? Wendell Carter, their first-round draft pick, and also Jabari Parker. He is the key cog in this wheel. If he is healthy and plays to the level of expectation that we know he can, this team can make the playoffs.
Holiday in possession. Looking to make something happen. Oh, a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his third personal foul.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Stepping in for the Bulls, number 22.
And gets both to drop at the line.
We know what's coming. Go get him.
Substitutions, Chicago. Into the game for New Orleans.
I got him.
Payton. Etuan Moore, defended by the former Hoya. And the basket good at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
For 3, he engulfed him that time. To Payton.
I got him. Hey, match up.
Big finish that time for Julius Randle. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line. Robin Lopez at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line.
To the line for 2. Subbing in for New Orleans.
And he makes them both. To Payton.
Pick up. Match up. I'm on D.
Ah, can't miss those.
Get the ball, get the ball.
Not that time. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Fires the three. No good. That's great defense. New Orleans going to take it up. Hayden to Julius Randle. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. To Lopez. Robin Lopez. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Oh, good offense beating good defense.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
To Payton. To Julius Randle. Short jumper won't fall.
Come on. Pick up, pick up, pick up.
Beyond the arc for three. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Levine.
Double, got it. Trap, got it.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Chicago basketball. Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense. Hayden into the front court. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. To Lopez. Nice pass to set things up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Here we go. I got him. I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
Hayden to Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood above the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Hayden to Rodney Hood. Fires the three. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Hayden to Julius Randle. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. That's up, baby.
Robin Lopez swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Robin Lopez, not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Hayden. Over to the right side. Screen coming.
I told you the screen was
Down low more. To Julius Randle. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
To Rodney Hood. Ah, rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Here's Lopez, down low. Robin Lopez, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Porter. To Lopez. From long range. That's not his range. It's no good. Pelicans have the basketball.
I got ball. That's me.
Here comes the screen, and they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
I got ball. I got
To
ball.
Stanley Johnson. Flushes it home.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
The assist from number 22, Otto.
Pelicans basketball.
I got ball. I got ball.
Robin Lopez able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lets it fly from long range, trying to hit 50, but it's no good. To Julius Randle. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Knocked loose. Stanley Johnson up against Porter. Curling inside. Shot from in close, no good. To Zach LaVine. Goes to the right side. Here's a chance from long range. This young man with a great stroke, even when it's well defended.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Missed the second as well. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on.
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions, Chicago. Substitutions, New Orleans.
Got a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
Sheldon shot off the mark.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Elfrid Payton, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. He missed a pair of free throws. Short jumper misses. To Payton.
Oh, I've been waiting for this matchup.
Trying to cash in. The shot by Payton won't fall.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting reports.
To Payton. Has a chance. The shot by Payton won't fall.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
To Payton. To Markkanen. For three. Oh, Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
To Porter. From the painted area, won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To Rodney Hood. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Zach LaVine, rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. Payton with the basketball. Down a bundle, trying to cash in, and he buries it.
The assist from number 4.
To Porter. Fires the 3. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Hood to Payton. Has a chance. The shot by Payton won't fall. To LaVine. Beyond the arc for 3. Zach LaVine forcing that one there. Well defended. The jumper's off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
To Markkanen. And he hits.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Payton. To Zach LaVine. Cashes in for 2.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Elfrid Payton has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second.
The Bulls were solid in today's victory. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they score from. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
You